We're here with Tim, tonight's visit to Gosport on their 3G, on their very, very soggy 3G, Tim.
Yeah, strange surface. Looks really nice. Obviously brand new, which is lovely, but it's just very unpredictable with the bounce and the skid. And it was a shame. That's what the boys were saying. And like you say, sodden feet. And it's a weird one, but it's a nice facility to have. The game's I think much more rain, and you're probably then in doubt. But yeah, it's people are doing it for a reason. We're obviously looking to do it for a reason, and hopefully a lot of teams will do it to play a bit of football. Didn't really happen tonight for either team, especially with their direct approach. But we've got to be able to deal with that. We did it Saturday, so we've got to do it again on nights like tonight.
And made 2 changes, brought in Joe Ryan and Owen.
Yeah, obviously Max has gone away. So Joe Ryan was patient on Saturday. I explained it to him that he probably deserved to start Saturday, but would have to wait for his chance now, and he gets a good run in the team now as well, so it's up to him to really kind of bed himself in now, and just gave us a chance to protect Josh McCoy a little bit, on 3Gs, especially this one where there's an injury waiting to happen at times. It was good for us just to take him out of the firing line a little bit, and Owen more than deserved to start.
A disappointing first half in terms of goalmouth incidents.
Yeah, I just think that was the whole game for us really. We didn't really get going attacking wise. Defensive wise, we were solid pretty much, except for one moment obviously in the second half. And yeah, first half we kind of came in probably happy to be 0-0 because we hadn't really laid a finger on them, hadn't really been under too much threat the other way, other than obviously from the bombardment of long balls, which we got to grips with as the half went on. But we got to be prepared to deal with that. That's what a lot of teams will do in this league. And second half I thought we came out a lot better, to be fair, but just didn't quite happen for us, unfortunately.
Yeah, so the goal came on 75 minutes. There was Caborn down the right, Croston, and there was Ramos to put it in from close range. Yeah,
it starts for me here where you go and attack a ball that you don't need to, and then allow them to break on us. And that was the one that I said to them at the end. We come here and we play probably at 60% of what our capacity is. If we take a 0-0, then we take a 0-0, and it's that concentration again for the whole 90 minutes, and we just let ourselves down there a little bit. We weren't great today at all by any means, but we could have still come away with a 0-0. And I'm disappointed with the goal because the whole part of it here was poor. I don't want my 2 centre halves going out to the winger, and then obviously you've got a mark up in the box. So a bit of a calamity of errors. But again, something to learn from and make sure that we're better from on Saturday.
A positive with the return of Robbo?
Yeah. Obviously he was going to be a bit ring rusty, having been out and not had any minutes yet this season. It was nice to get him some good minutes today at least. So we'll take that as a positive. He'd have got a lot of rust off him hopefully as well. So we'll WD-40 him ready again for Saturday, and just we'll see how Drew reacts to obviously having to come off at half time. But it is a positive that he's back, but we know we can be a lot better.
Yeah, so disappointing tonight, but a big one on Saturday.
And that's what I just said. If you chose a game to bounce back on, then Saturday's it. It's away from the league. It's a big game against testing ourselves against a team from a league higher. Big club, great tradition and history that they've got. So what more could we ask for? In front of our own fans as well. So that's for me, the other positive. We can be disappointed with tonight. We should be disappointed tonight. We weren't good enough. As much as we can talk about other factors, which we're having to deal with week in, week out, which is frustrating. But Saturday, what a great one to turn it around in.
Yeah, so come on down, give the lads a really good lift after tonight on Saturday. So we're playing Bath in the FA Cup. As always, Tim, thanks for chatting to us.